Welcome artists and welcome back to my studio. It's been nearly a year since we've been here, but now we're back and we're delving and navigating that world of online learning again, and I'm excited to be here and be part of that process with you. For those of you who are new here, so new students to the school or new subscribers, I started making this series last year. In New South Wales, we had our stay at home and lockdown orders, and we all went into online learning for a few weeks. And so there's actually a few episodes of this series already. You may notice we're at episode 7 now, and I'll link all of the previous videos into the comments so you can have a look at those for ideas and inspiration. So you're actually going to be having 2 of me this week. So you may be a little bit surprised to know that today we're actually not going to be making art, but we're actually going to be looking at a really important part of art history and theory, which is art appreciation. And that in turn will actually make us better artists as we go on with our works, because we need to start looking and thinking about what we do, and we need to start thinking and understanding about the work of other artists as well. So when you visit a gallery, or you're even looking in an art book, or you're looking at a billboard or a poster, or even like a children's illustration book, you're going to see pieces of artwork. And when you see those pieces of artwork, you are going to have an immediate reaction, an immediate instant reaction when you see these artworks. And sometimes these feelings and reactions actually come in a bit of a quick succession. And there'll be usually a bit of a combination of these things. They'll be, I like it, wow, amazing. It might be, I don't like it, I hate it. It could be, oh, it's okay, neutral. And it could also be, I don't understand what this is, I don't get it. Normally when you were actually having those feelings and emotions when you're looking at a piece, you would just move on. You just move on, you'd look at your new artwork, look at the new thing that you're looking at. But what I really want you to do is to stop. I want you to stop. I want you to pause. I want you to really lean into that feeling and think about it. And then I want you to ask why. And when you ask why, I want you to think about why you have that feeling. Why do you like or dislike that work? What is it about that piece that gives you those emotions? If you're looking at the work and it is a piece that's made by another artist, if it's part of a book, or if it has a title, does any of that information give you any sort of clues as to why an artist has created a particular work? Have a look at the context around this work and how it was created. What materials were used? Think about the line, the colour, the mood, the shape, the size. Take in all of those little details when you're looking at a piece. And it could be a piece of your own. You might be looking at some of your past works. It could be looking at works that you've collaborated with. And it could also be the works of another artist. Put yourselves in the shoes and minds of the artist who created that work. What was their motivation behind creating this piece? Do you think that they are happy with the way it's turned out? If it's your own work, think about the techniques you have used and the materials that you have used. Our experiences and backgrounds will influence the way that we look at art. Our age, our gender, our cultural background all impact how we will view the work. And often that means that when you look at a work, you will have a different reaction to the person who's next to you or another person who looks at that piece. Behind me, I have a print by one of my favourite artists whose name is Demrauer. And it is part of his new math series, which has a bold text piece depicting funny life formulas. I really like this piece because it reminds us to slow down and look at the works, rather than just making those snap decisions and then moving on, just leaving it like that. It is really important to spend some time trying to figure out why an artist created a work and the context of the world where this person has created this piece. So for this week, I want you to look at a work that you may have created or another artist has created. And I want you to talk about this. So you can write about it, Or you can just film yourself talking about it. But I want you to be able to reference that piece. I want you to be able to look at that piece and think about that piece in a really deep way. Remember our rules here. I want you to stop, pause, lean in, and then ask why. Thank you for joining me again for Art Project Hour. I can't wait to hear about what you have discovered and see what you've created. Thank you. Bye.